So how would you ladies rewind it if you're single? How would you let the guy know that you're interested?
You want to go or do you want me to go?
It's up to you.
It depends on the situation. Like, if I see the guy and I like him, or if I'm feeling whatever vibe he's giving off, I'll go up to him and ask for his number. I've done it plenty of times.
Like, literally cold?
Yeah, I've done it plenty of times and have gotten rejected plenty of times.
What the fuck?
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's crazy. Can you give us an example?
Yeah, they rejected you because of what?
One of the guys rejected me. Well, he said he rejected me because he said I, one, reminded him of one of his exes, and then two, that I reminded him, no, he said, you remind me of my ex and you look like my sister, or something really weird like that. I was like, okay, you could have just said I wasn't interested.
Yeah, for real.
Another situation, I had a crush on this guy. He made it seem like he liked me, of course, like guys do sometimes.
Real quick, is this in the workplace, or like, where's this at?
This was in high school.
Oh, high school. Okay.
And me being ballsy and gutsy, I'm just like, the worst thing he could say is no. Shoot your shot. Okay. Let's go, Callie. Come on, just go. So I go. We a little flirty back and forth for a little while, and I try to get his number. Basically, long story short, he was like, "Oh, I'm not looking for a relationship, this and that." But then a week later, he's in a relationship with someone else. But he could have just said he was not interested in me like that, or I wasn't his type. Like, why couldn't he just say that?
Okay, I can see that.
That's crazy.
Rare, but yeah.
So we're basically just talking about how you would pursue somebody if you were single?
Mm-hmm.
So...
Or how would you let him know you're interested?
Speaking from experience as a barista,
Uh-oh.
I've had incidences where maybe somebody has caught my eye and I'll write on the back of a pastry bag. That's actually how I got my guy now.
That's crazy.
So you initiated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I tried to. I mean, here's the thing. I've also been rejected. There's a point in time where I was around 200 pounds, and I kid you not. Yeah.
Props to that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations.
I've tried. And we're still working on it, so we're getting there. But long story short, obviously there's something called, pretty privilege for the most part.
Yeah.
And I kid you not. There's no such thing as a fat man, but there's definitely such a thing as a fat girl.
Why do you think that? What?
Because I kid you not, the guy I'm dating now, he's a bigger man. Mm-hmm. Everyone's always complimented him on how he looks, his face, stuff like that. When I was heavier, I had people literally fat shame me on the side of the road.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
surprisingly.
Crazy.
This is where Palm Springs? Or?
No, this is out here.
Oh, in LA?
My first year.
I can see LA.
I can see LA.
Yeah, that's crazy. You guys are wonderful. No,
this ain't
it's not
LA.
even LA. It's San Bernardino. But back to the main question real quick. I mean, if it's at a party, though, or something like that, I don't know if it's a liquid courage, but I will walk up to them and be like, hey, I like you. You're cool. And then that's about it. They'll give me their number. And
yeah, but I'm saying you're acknowledging it so that way he knows you're interested, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally different group than what we're used to.
Just real quick, she shared hers. Can you share one of your, turn downs from a guy?
Turn downs for a guy.
One of your rejections?
Yeah, one of your rejections.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I have a few. I'm trying to think, though, real quick. I did.
And this is post working out, right? Or pre working out?
So I've always had fluctuations.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This is probably back when I was in my hot girl era, which was 145. I'm not far off from that now, but it's I had platinum blonde hair. Everyone was sucking on my dick for the most part. Don't know why, but okay, go for it. But long story short, I did have this one guy who I was seeing, and he was very religious and everything. And I thought, wow, this guy is really going to put a ring on it, and we're going to go ahead and change and all that kind of stuff and, start a new life, whatever. He ended up rejecting me, getting with my best friend. Whoa. And then my best friend went ahead and told me that I was just too free-spirited for him.
What?
Yeah. So.
Dang.
When was it her place to tell you that? What the hell?
Oh,
that's good.
I mean, she still told me. So, I mean, at least that's closure. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where if he truly thought I was free-spirited, then, welcome to the real world. There's a lot more people who are a lot crazier than I am.
Man, that's crazy. All right, next question is going to be, give us, you can take this on a personal thing, 2 tips that, where you can give the guys 2 tips. How do you play hard to get?
Oh my God.
You're so much better at that than I am.
What's a sign of you playing hard to get?
Not trying as much. Like if I'm pre-marriage, when I would, pursue guys or guys would pursue me or whatever, I would try not to put myself out there so much because I was very, very, very big-hearted person. I would fall in love easily. It was terrible. It was really bad. But yeah, I would just try not to try as hard. Like, don't text as much, don't call as much. Try to put a little distance in between me and that person. Even if they were giving me all the signs that they were all in, I would still do that. And also in a little way to protect myself, because from past experiences, I was just like, okay, guys would always reel you in, say the nice things, do the nice things, learn about you, what kind of guy do you want, this and that. And then either meet someone new or pull the rug up under you and ghost you or not talk to you. So just not try as much.
Have you had any instances where playing the hard to get role has backfired?
Oh yeah, all the time, all the time.
Give a situation on
all
that.
All the time. So I'll try to come, meet the person initially, try to come off very confident, likable, bubbly, try to show them a little bit of myself initially so they, they see a little bit of that, try to, reel them in a bit. And I thought it was working for like a couple of weeks, and then I pulled back a little, quit texting as much, quit calling as much, me not thinking they were doing the same thing 10 times worse. Like they would low-key kind of ghost me for a couple of days and then come back and then try to be like, oh, let's go hang out, let's go do this. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. Thinking that, with my big heart, oh, yeah, okay, maybe they're just busy. It's just life. No. It was always someone else. Every time. The one time playing hard to get worked in my favor was when I met my husband. I did not, talk to him as much when we initially met. I was in the conversation with everybody, but I wouldn't really speak unless I was spoken to, or if the question was asked individually to me, then I would respond. I wouldn't really be my normal bubbly self. And for the first time, that worked. He was like, oh, why isn't she talking to me? What did I do? Did I say something? Is there something on my face? Because everybody was all talking and everybody was vibing, and I was just like, oh, hey. I would jump in the conversation, then jump out, jump in, jump out, kind of just be in my own world, jump in and jump out. And for some reason it worked.